Much is being made about John Lennon's personal life, from gossip to cold cash. His unauthorized biography by Albert Goldman is #2 on the bestseller list. And Imagine, a candid documentary on Lennon, will be released this week. How the former Beatle lived and who he loved is filling volumes. And the main character from one bizarre chapter, a young woman named May Pang, gave Geraldo Rivera the shocking inside details.
May Pang was just 22 years old, a personal assistant to John and Yoko. Their marriage was on the rocks, and as she tells it in her 1983 book, Loving John, Yoko had a startling proposition for him. In fact, more of a demand: become John's mistress.
And I just had this look on my face. I said, well, I'm not interested in your husband. And she said, oh, I know you're not after him, but I know that he likes you and you will treat him right, so you should go out with him.
She ordered you to have an affair with her husband?
Yeah, she thought it was the best thing since I didn't have a boyfriend.
May fell in love with John, and it wasn't long after that that Lennon moved out of the Dakota and lived with Pang in Los Angeles and New York. Yoko's official comment: she's thrown John out of the house.
Did John tell you that he was going to leave Yoko?
They were talking about it? Yes, we talked about that in '74.
Did you think that he was going to divorce Yoko to be with you?
Let's put it this way. I don't think at the time I even considered anything of that.
Did he fool around on you? Did he date other women?
He did that once or twice on me.
I don't remember John as ever being a kind of sexual rover.
Well, he used to tell me he was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Beneath all the laughter and fun, May became acquainted with John's darker side, his violent bouts with alcohol.
Did he become physically abusive to you?
He did a couple of times, yeah.
Knock you around a bit?
He threw me against the wall. Sure.
Didn't he become a blackout drunk? I mean, and not remember those things?
Right, he did that a couple of times. He couldn't remember. But that didn't happen every night. John would always take himself to the brink for anything. And then when he realizes that he didn't like the way things looked, he would just back off.
About a year and a half after the start of this unique relationship, Lennon started backing off. Yoko, the woman he often called mother, was calling him home.
You couldn't compete with Yoko?
I couldn't compete with Yoko. Absolutely not. I was too young.
You couldn't be a mother to John?
I didn't want to be, and that's more important. But we never lost our love for each other, and that was important to me.
How do you know? Did you communicate with John after you went home?
Yes, we did a lot.
Were you still lovers?
Yes.
Did Yoko know about it?
No.
May lives in New York now, diligently pursuing an acting career. She says John kept in touch with her until a few months before his tragic death, 8 years ago. And if she had to do it all over again, she would.
Imagine opens Friday, one day before what would have been Lennon's 48th birthday.